Hi everyone, welcome back to Raw FPL. So in this one, it's the Game Week 30 team selection. So first I'll go over how I did in Game Week 29, which feels like absolutely ages ago. Game Week 29 was obviously the first blank of the season, or the first planned blank anyway. And it was always going to be tough because a lot of people were free hitting. It didn't go too badly, but yeah, it could have gone a lot better. There's quite a few blanks, as I'm sure many people got quite a few blanks in their team as well. But yeah, I'll take a look at how the team's looking for Game Week 30 and then the future plans for Game Week 30 and beyond. So if you do like this one, please do drop a like and hit subscribe if you're new. Let's jump into it. So a quick look at Game Week 29 then. And yeah, as I said, it was a fairly big red arrow. I think I was about 130k maybe. Now I'm down to 175k. But considering, I didn't use my free hit, I've managed to save that. I don't think it's too much of a problem. Like, it was always going to be a red arrow, but yeah, some of the picks. I mean, Haaland was fine. He obviously got the captain's armband, got the goal, 7 points. Other than that, there wasn't many returns. Mbuemo, he got the assist, and then Gabriel got the clean sheet along with Mazarawi. Everyone else blanked, and not only did the blank, but Dango, Howson, Nwaneri, and Guardiol all got just the 1 point. I knew Nwaneri, I knew Dango was going to be a bit of a risk because the minutes haven't been great going forward. But yeah, the rest of them, Wood, I kind of expected something. Cliver, I expected something. Guardiol, I mean, to be fair, Man City assets. If you did go for Man City, you've obviously got this Leicester game coming up, which I feel like if you were to go for Man City, that's probably another big reason why you went there. So you've got Leicester at home next. So obviously, if you have Man City assets, you're not going to be selling them anytime soon. And I would probably buy them as well. So I think Guardiola, if you do have Trent, who looks like he's probably going to be out, then yeah, I don't think Trent to Guardiola is bad at all. And that might give you some funds as well to try and get Haaland in. But yeah, so that's probably what I'd try and look to do. Try and target Man City this game week. If you can though, I'd just try and roll some transfers because we're going to know a lot more about the FA Cup and we're going to know a lot more about who's going to double in Game Week 33 and Game Week 34. So the rest of the season is going to be a lot clearer once we get the double game weeks confirmed, and we'll know that once the FA Cup results are finished. So if you can roll, I'd definitely try and do that. But equally, if you want to try and get, you've got Trent, for example, I think a transfer on him to Guardiola is absolutely fine. So yeah, 42 points overall, down to 175k. Not the worst week, but equally, you could have gone a lot better. But yeah, I managed to save the free hit, and I'll talk about why I did that. And yeah, I'll just mention the kind of plans going forward onto Game Week 30. So moving on to Game Week 30, and this is how the team is currently looking. I've got one free transfer and I've got 0.5 in the bank. So I do have a little bit of flexibility, but as I say, I'm probably going to wildcard Game Week 31, so the game week after this. So this team, I mean, I'm tempted just to take like a one transfer, like a little punt, just like a one game week. But currently this is how the team looks. Pickford in net, just hoping for some save points, to be honest. Liverpool away, definitely not the easiest fixture there. So we'll just see how he gets on. Definitely not worth a transfer. So yeah, I'm going to keep her in net. Guardiola, he's got Leicester at home. Again, I think he's a really good transfer in. If you do have Trent and you want to get rid of him for Guardiola, I think that's definitely a good move to make. But just keep an eye on, because obviously the press conferences, if Trent is ruled out, then yeah, I think Trent to Guardiola looks good. Gabriel as well, decent enough fixture. And then Howson. I think if you were to get one now, obviously Kirkes, he is the more attacking one. But I don't know. I mean, I think I try and get, if you can, Man City assets. But equally, Howson or Kirkes, they've got Ipswich, West Ham, Fulham, Palace. So it's not a bad run at all. And yeah, again, he's pretty cheap. So Nwaneri, he is a bit of a minutes risk. But at the moment, I'm starting him ahead of Dango because Dango is likely to be benched. And Buemo, again, his fixtures do actually get a lot worse. I mean, look at those absolutely awful fixtures. So I don't know if I'd be buying him, but equally, you do know that he's always going to play. He's always on 90 minutes, and he's on penalties as well. So yeah, I probably wouldn't be buying him yet, but definitely down here, Game Week 35, he looks like a pretty good pick. And Cliver, again, for an attacker, pretty decent fixtures. They've got Ipswich, West Ham, Fulham, Palace. So I still think Bournemouth midfielders are pretty good. Dango is just kind of off the table now, though. I'd go for Cliver or Semenyo if you can't afford him. And then Salah comes back in. I'm tempted to play the captain's armband on Salah as opposed to Haaland because, for one, he's obviously a midfielder, and also I support Leicester, so I don't really want Haaland to go and get loads. But I don't know. Leicester, our defence is a lot weaker than Everton, so I'm really 50-50. Let me know in the comments what you're doing, whether it's Salah or Haaland. I think those two are the standout options. I'm fortunate enough to have both. Yeah, at the moment it's only 50-50. I'll probably just play it a bit safer and go for Salah, but yeah, I don't know. I quite like the fact that Haaland's lower owned. But yeah, it's really 50-50. I'll put in the comments what I actually do as normal. But yeah, them two, really close. Both a really good captaincy option. Also, someone like Cliver, if you don't have any of those two, really good option. Even Isak, Brentford at home, he's been on fire as well. And Isak is one of these where I think you need to make him a priority to get in. Brentford, Leicester, and then this double in 32 for Man United and Palace. He just looks pretty much, nearly essential, I'd say, for Game Week 32. Both home fixtures as well. If you've got your triple captain left, that is the game week that I'd play it. Isak against Man United and against Palace, both at home. And then, Haaland, Leicester, as I say, 50-50 in the captaincy there. And then Chris Wood, Man United at home. He is currently flagged. If he is out, I could potentially sell him. But I'm just going to wait. And I presume he's going to be okay. So, currently, I'm thinking I can either roll the transfer, but I probably would. But you can obviously... There's only like 5 game weeks left after, or like a few game weeks left, isn't there? How many is there? Yeah, like 8 game weeks left afterwards. So, I don't know. I feel like a wild card I'm going to be really well set up anyway. So I'm not going to have to use as many transfers, hopefully. So I should be able to bank quite a few. So I'm thinking, do I just take a punt and, try and just get some points? Because Ranieri, I'm pretty sure he's going to not even start. So I'll probably bench Ranieri. And I would probably sell Dango. If Ranieri goes on the bench, I'll probably sell Dango. And my options are quite limited because I've only got 5.5 mil. But someone I could get, and maybe it is a bit, sort of reactive to his 2 goals earlier. But Elanga, Man United at home, I don't think that many people have got him. So, yeah, he's only 6.7% owned. And, yeah, it could be good. Man United at home. And it's just a bit of fun, right? Because I'm going to wildcard anyway, so I could just get him back out. So, Game Week 31, I'll wildcard. And then, I can just get rid of him and just, rejig the whole team. So that's what I'm currently thinking. Either that, or I could even sell Pickford, because that's kind of the standout worst fixture there. But I just think changing a goalkeeper, I'd rather just have a bit of fun and just change midfielder. Because Ranieri, I don't think is going to start. Elanga will start. I don't think Atara is going to start. So, yeah, that's the kind of current thinking. Just to show you as well, so if you go on to, this is fpl.team. If you go down and you click on Set Planet FPL Predicted Fixtures, these are the predicted fixtures currently. You can see Palace and Newcastle both double in 32. And then they've got basically, it's based on the FA Cup results. So they've currently got Villa, Brighton, Fulham, Man City, Southampton and West Ham all predicted to double in 33. And then those teams that double in 33 are looking to blank in 34. So that's why it's pretty good to have the free hit, because you're going to want to load up on these players for Game Week 33. So I'm going to do that on my wild card. And then you can free hit in Game Week 34 to kind of remove them for one game week. If you don't have your free hit, you're going to have to kind of do a bit of a balancing. So you could try and save up as many transfers as you can until Game Week 33, get them all in, save up your transfers, and then you can get them out for Game Week 34. But yeah, you're going to have to kind of balance how many double game week players you've got. So I probably will look to try and get as many doubles as I can on a wild card. But again, these are only predicted. We don't know who's definitely going to be doubling. So by the game week 31 deadline, we should know. So if you can hold off your wild card, if you can hold off your transfers, I just would until game week 31, because then we'll know who's doubling in game week 33 and who's blanking in game week 34. So yeah, if you can hold off your wild card, I'd try and do that. If you don't have a wild card, I'll just try and keep your transfers. So then going into game week 31, 32, you'll have a bit more information. Game week 33, you can decide. So yeah, that's the planning away. For me, because I've got my wild card, I might just have a punt, get a Langer in. Equally, I could just roll the transfer. I've not fully decided. And then, yeah, it's kind of 50-50 Salah and Haaland. So I'll let you know in the comments what I do. But yeah, that's it for this video. So if you did enjoy it, please do drop a like and hit subscribe if you're new. On the road to 100 subscribers. So yeah, thank you very much for the support. And I'll catch you again after the deadline. The deadline's not till Tuesday, and it's 6:15 p.m. So yeah, slightly later deadline, midweek. So yeah, don't miss it. And thanks for watching. I'll catch you again next time. Cheers.